looks like we are live. Just need to get everything out and about. Second, join me. Warhammer 40K Rogue Preda. Alright, copy, paste, etc. Okay, let's go ahead and launch this game. Pretty sure we last left off fighting within our own ship to repel the Drukhari borders. Who had successfully boarded our ship, and we're coming here to destroy our plasma generators, conduits,
I always keep my options open.
Yeah, this is using the same map as... I suppose it makes sense. Let's see here. Kind of sneak around this way. Oh, never mind.
Your kind has no right to exist.
I'm not stirred. Well, you're gonna kind of perish alongside us anyway. I mean, you have no way of getting off the ship. So, you know, there's that. So, let's see. I get to go first, which means you're gonna die. And this guy's gonna get to move. So we'll go ahead and put Heinrichs over here. Pascal over here. And Cassia, you're gonna go ahead and sit in the corner there, and then Sister Argenta. The enemies are unfortunately not particularly bunched up, so I may just have her like move up this generalized direction, or just have her sit back here and just gun at these guys. Destroy them by volume of fire. So, just move her there. Okay, then let's go ahead and set. Can you see? No, you can't see all the way back there. Darn it. Because these guys I don't expect to move much. Well, you can see this one. You have gun. Okay, you have gun, you have gun, you have sword.
I am not
Who's
your
that?
Xenos pet monkey.
Monkey. Let's go ahead and do this.
If I must.
And then rear guard.
I am
Here.
not your Xenos pet monkey.
And then we'll go ahead and give kill zone on
If
this.
it serves your cause.
Let's see, this guy has a... Can you shoot him? Can you see him to shoot him? You can see him to shoot him. We go ahead and do a precise...
This helium is beneath me.
And then... Perfect shot.
I am
sure,
not
why
your
not?
Xenos pet monkey.
Both of these should buff to her ability to hit this enemy. Yep, put it up to 78. Give it a try.
If I must. Another soul
Damn.
slips beyond the veil.
Killed him so quick, it didn't even have a damage number. Okay. Alright, so then in my turn, which means you get to die next. We who are about to die, salute you. Ow, that hurts. Oh, there go my brains. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna move to here. Well, no, we'll move here. That way we can race up this way after we're done. Although there's actual steps here, so never mind. Well, we'll still move here simply so we're in heavy cover. And then go ahead and cast warp speed on yourself. Okay, and then let's go ahead and
On
hit
it.
you. Very nice. 25 that, and then go ahead and do this, and we'll just hit you with the other one. And that
I'll
can
see
finish
to
you
it
off.
personally.
Another enemy down.
Yep. Okay, yep.
My mastery is unsurpassed.
It cleanses the body.
Nothing that was particularly bad there. Should we go after this guy or this guy? Who gets to go next? The hell's... Oh, Pascal gets to go next. Go ahead and send Heinrichs up to this guy. First, let's do Word of the Emperor, so we got it on everybody. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and do Shield of the Emperor. And then give yourself
But of course,
this.
Lord Captain.
There you go. Too bad I can't cast that twice. I would like to cast it on myself, but we'll wait. And then this, and run up and smack this guy.
I need a foothold.
Okay, success. These two are gonna come running down here. This one's gonna try and shoot at us. Let's go ahead and just continue with the smacking. Smacking.
Naturally.
And then we'll go ahead and set you on defensive stance.
For the throne's glory.
I'm gonna give you some endure. A little extra health never hurt anybody. Okay, Pascal, you're gonna move over here and smack this guy.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Vulnerability analysis successful.
Very good. Oh yeah. Why does this not apply to them? Because it's a recoil thing? Now it's not showing that it'll apply to her. I'm just gonna do it here. Oh, first off, you can't see there. Why can't you literally see? Okay, we'll just do it there. Problem solved. Pascal, then we're going to have you aim for opening. And then do
My
this.
vow is to serve.
And do
Request
this.
approved.
And then do it
The
again.
Omnissiah function successfully terminated.
Okay, now he's kind of left hanging out in the open, so this guy's definitely gonna shoot him, but hopefully his armor will do something. Interesting.
Deliver us.
What's that guy calling up for Kane? Didn't they kind of say poo-poo upon their people? Upon their gods when they went evil?
Faith without
Or do the
deeds
Drukhari
is
still worship
worthless.
their Eldar gods? I don't, to be honest, I'm not entirely up on the whole Dark Eldar
As
other
the
than
Emperor
their
commands, I act.
crazy sadists. I aim for you. Still hit the guy right in front.
This is my kick. You believe none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, and this guy's gonna die to his burns and bleeds, which is fine. I think she's fine where she's at.
You don't frighten me.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
We're gonna go ahead and give Inspire to myself, and then we're gonna use Move on myself to give me the ability to move up here towards these guys.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Move here, I'll put me in cover, and more in line with the ladder anyway. So that this guy hopefully won't be able to shoot at me. This gun's gonna burn to death, and then this guy, he's a Cavalite heavy, yet he's using pistols. But he is using that blast pistol, so that's probably why they consider him heavy. That blast pistol does a lot of damage. Hello, Noxy boy. Decided to finally come and sit on my lap, huh? Decided to finally come and sit on my lap. Alright, okay, and then you... What? Oh, hello, Nox. Am I not paying enough attention to you? Okay, to reach... I can see you. I can even hit you. Can't hit you. Yeah, we'll just go ahead
I'm
and
not
shoot.
accustomed.
Very nice. Did that kill him? Or just hurt him? I just hurt him. Lit him on fire, which is nice. Alright, so now we're just waiting on this guy to do his action. Who's he gonna shoot? What even was that? Who did you shoot at? I didn't even see who you shot at. Yeah, we'll move her here so that she can shoot back at him. And go ahead and
I approach the
give yourself
designated
an
position.
easier job of it. Do that.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Come. Try fit. Oh, scritch under the chin there, Nox. Is that the spot? Huh?
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay, we'll use that, and then we'll go ahead and shoot you with the regular shot.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
You missed, so we'll try again with this. Hello, Noxy boy. I love my Noxy boy. Yes, we do. We love our Noxy boy. Yes, we do. How's my Noxy boy? Alright, so then the first thing we're going to do is move up here and do this, which should severely injure and possibly kill this one.
The best defense is a good
Oh,
offense.
didn't actually kill him. Funny. Alright, then we'll blade dance.
If not your end was inevitable. You never stood a chance.
Okay, still have the one in the back there. Let's go ahead and do
I'll see to it
this.
personally.
And since I can't reach him, I reach him with something else? Can, as a matter of fact, reach him with that. But can I reach him with this? I prefer this, but nope, apparently can't reach him with that. Alright, well then, I guess we'll just do the Inferno since that's all we got right now.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down.
Oh, it was a multi... Oh! I didn't realize it was a multi-shot thing. Okay. Alright, well, nice. Cabalite Heavy is the only one left. So, Heinrichs, can you reach him? I kinda doubt it. Oof. Here. Let me readjust the blanket so that you can properly settle down there, Nox. Yes. Alright, so, question. Can this scream reach you? Oh, it can. Can reach you. Which will mean that any attacks will actually
Get
be
me a
directed at
target.
Heinrichs, which is good. And then this will actually move me into cover. So we'll go ahead and
I
do
won't
that.
object to it.
And then we're going to go ahead and try shooting you in the back, although you'll probably miss, but never know.
Let's see to it.
Nope. But you did destroy your own cover. Ipsish! Go ahead and
Naturally.
endure. And nobody's even low enough health to need the others, so. Alright. Then, speaking of people, why did you suddenly click back there? If you were to use your overcharge shot on this man, you could kill him, and it is a 60 damage or 6% chance to hit. So we will move up, use precise attack.
Explorers know one route.
I want to make sure I leave at least 2 AP. We're going to assign
Running by
this.
Eric override.
We're going to aim for the opening.
My vow is to serve.
Okay, and then we're going to
Running by Eric override.
miss. 81% chance and a miss. How about we try this one, which is a 81% supposedly. That hit.
Show you the real pain.
Here. Okay. Argenta, if you move up and you see him, you can move up. Devastating attack. I don't care how low it is, some of these attacks are going to hit and eventually kill him.
Doubt is for the weak.
Just gun him down.
I'll do it. Eradicate.
First shot. Okay, so first things first. Start looting. Blast pistol will hold on. The Cabalite armor will go ahead and chuck. Is that a better blast pistol or a worse blast pistol? I thought the blast pistol was like 16 to something. Heinrichs. I'll take it. Take a look at Heinrichs here real quick. No, 15 to 20. Okay. Alright, and the Cabalite Blade Master, which has just got their typical Venom Blades. Cabalite Warrior here. Splinter Rifles, Cabalite Specialist down here. With the Cabalite Armor again. Splinter Pistol. Cabalite Warrior over here. There's some goods here. Should grab those. Splinter Rifle. Grab Pascal if you could go kindly unlock that.
The machine god grants the
Some
insight.
stuff there. Alright, then you. We got another Splinter Rifle. Reinforced Cabalite Armor, although I think I already have that particular armor. Then go ahead and go loot this. Oh, that's the explosive. Cutscene. Man in officer's uniform is kneeling and scrabbling around in a mess of blood and dirt on the floor. As soon as you draw near, you hear his feverish mutter, "No, no, no, where is he? Where's my son?" The lower half of the officer's face is grimy with some strange substance too pale and lumpy to be blood. The officer pays you no attention, his eyes are fixed on the floor. Now, the patch on his jacket bears a familiar crest. It is the symbol of one of the middle deck officers, one who has no connection to this compartment. The officer's presence here on its own is a violation of ship's regulations. Examine the officer's face. You take another step forward and peer towards the man. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction, sometimes rolling back into his head so that only the whites are visible. Strange stuff covering the officer's face is a lumpy pink slime mixed with blood that is streaming from his disfigured nose. Why are you here and not on your side deck? Cactus, my boy, swamp devils dragged him off. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for my son. Something shifts in the officer's expression, and the feverish gleam in his eyes goes out. The Emperor's valiant guards came to save my boy. I showed them where the swamp devils dragged Tacitus. I led them right here like they asked. They'll make short work of the nests of those beasts. I'll keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Mistress, will you help? I believe this monkey is not here by chance. He has been in clutches of the Dark Ones. His current state may be a better fruit of time spent alongside those masters of torment and madness. If your spawn truly is somewhere, the only way you'll find him is in pieces. I don't understand Xenos. With Xenos, for instance, awareness returns the officers who seems to be his surroundings for the first time. Slowly, Emperor preserve us. The man sneezes and the lower half of his face is coated anew in slime streaming from his nose. The officer casts you a pleading look. What is this nightmare scene? I was leading the Emperor's guard to the swamp devil's nest, but instead I was showing the way to them hallucinations, heretical images. Guards, they weren't very chatty. One of them called me something strange, monkey, I think, and I heard them talking among themselves, something about seizing the ship, don't let them through to where, I don't know. Oh, it's coming over me again. Tell me about the hallucination. I don't remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time. But I remember many watches ago, I visit from a guardsman after the swamp devil's attack, it seemed. He treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and do what they had to do. And when the rest of them came, they told me to show them the way to the nest, but we're on the ship. Where did I take them? It sounds like a mental distortion, the work of Xenos. Drukhari are capable of censoring their victims without shackles or fettles. They twist and violate our victims' minds using unholy instruments. Your subject has been forced to experience a nightmare from the past in order to wreak a nightmare upon the present. Our cousins are adept at creating concoctions that turn sentient beings into mere beasts shrieking in agonizing pain. Sometimes the effect is quick, sometimes it leaves just enough time for the victims to divulge all they know. Until the last beast among the enemies of humanity is dead, the innocent will continue to suffer torment. Is this not a sign that we must work doggedly to rid the universe of Xenos? It seems you were not in your right mind. I don't know what happened to you, but you led the Xenos to the very heart of the vessel. You were clearly seriously injured. I'll string up your skin corpse on the main deck as a warning to other crews. I think you're right, your ladyship. Reason has fled me. I can't hold out even now. I can see the marsh where the Tacitus vanished just behind you. I think I hear your son calling you. What? Tacitus? Tacitus, my boy, I'm coming. The officer's body slides to the floor and convulses for a time before going still. Despite his agonizing death, the man's face shows no sign of suffering. He found peace before the end. He bent over the body. Despite the numerous bloodstains on his skin and clothes, the officer has not been seriously wounded. The only noticeable injury is on his face. His nose is disfigured with red, slimy substances streaming from it, staining his mouth and chin. Contact the Boxmaster. Let's see if we can identify this, make sure that
Let us
nobody
not
else is.
dawdle.
Okay, and he just had a las gun and that. Let's loot this one.
Cast your eye there.
Okay, oh, well, we got some goods here. Some Xenos junk. Oh, and one there. And another, oh, a long splinter rifle. No, wait, no. Toxic burst. Alright, so
Is there money to be made?
let's go ahead and save our game. Examine the charge.
A trivial task.
Bomb produces short electromagnetic pulses that disables power grids and devices.
Never doubt me.
Oh, okay. Charge has been safely defused. Alright, so... now what are we supposed to do? Actually, before... Oh, there's some more goods. Let's grab those. Okay, there was nothing over there. Oh, this body here. That's just a basic splinter rifle, and then there's still something on the floor. What's that? Ooh, shard carbine. Although that still just looks like a basic rifle. 4 shots, 10. Oh, we'll take. All right. Judging by the bodies of Xenos, the voice ship fought the raiders with some amount of success. Okay, so my people on this
Always
level
keep
at
your eye
least
on the
did
prize.
something. What do we got here? Lacerated bodies, tattered coveralls bearing the initials of the void ship's dynasty that serves this section. Was there anything back in here? Oh, we could have done this. Oh, I wonder what that would have done.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Cut off the power.
Operation successful.
That have particularly done anything that would have been useful? Would have been fighting them up here first off, but
Rise to the top,
okay, well.
or get left in the dust.
Okay. So that's still not the Cabal leader. So let's see. It turned out to be another trap, huh? Ablations in blood. We decided not to do this. So do we have any other particular quests, or is it pretty much just those 3? Okay, there's nothing to do here. Oh, the dream list got done. Nothing more to do here except for the killing fields, which give us spend 4 people, but give us some more chemicals. And unless we wait to get some and get 5 weapons. Wherever the weapons are, they're there. I'm partial to this one. Okay, so jump. An urgent message, Lord Captain Astropress are receiving numerous transmissions, but no, these are or your messages. Each and every one is a plea for help. Dargonus is reporting a massive Xenos raid, and every mental image transmitted is wreathed in flame. The astropathic choir master is struggling to determine when exactly the invasion began, but all signs point to happening shortly after your departure to the Centerus Maleficium. Any delays condemns the world to even greater suffering. Your people begging for immediate aid. Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's where we're going. Yep. Okay. Instead of admiring themselves, monkeys should direct their gaze to the world around them more often. Okay. Is there a reason she's hanging out in my chambers? Hello, Yarly. Can I help you with something? You're lit. You're lit. Not Yarly. Takes careful steps, almost without a sound, examines the study, his interior, raising her brows in surprise and muttering something to herself in the Eldari tongue. Do the Eldari not teach their children barging into their rooms improper? Yeah, what a pleasant surprise. I had no idea this was your dwelling until I entered it. My craft will be held to a simple custom. You may set your foot wherever your path requires. Sacred ground was the only exception to this rule. Is there something sacred in this room, Elatak? I do not think so. Somewhat surprised, but I am not opposed to such visits. You may come here anytime you like. Do I need permission to do so? But your entire world contains within this tiny metal. Your ship, these chambers, they are but a speck of dust, an island, temporary shelter in a world that is far bigger and more expansive than, well, enough of that. Now that you are here, I wish to speak with you about our agreement. Okay? I have traveled through the veil many times inside your steel winged bird, and every time her voice torments me, trying to drive me mad. Her whispers still fill my ears every time I enter the warp, inescapable and incessant, poisoning and inflaming every single emotion and thought, making them uncontrollable. I've learned to shut myself off as best I can, just so that I might have a chance to search for what I have lost. We found everyone we could, Alantok, and all of them were dead. Hopelessness and despair gleam in Erlit's eyes, and her voice breaks treacherously. But the thread of fate is broken, and I no longer know how to help my people. I failed to save anyone. I failed to learn the truth of the Krudar's demise. I've lost my way, and I thought you were the only person on the ship who might understand. I was not wrong to think so, was I? For a moment, as a smile flickers on Yurlit's face, and her voice rings with agonizing doubt. No matter what, you tried to keep your promise, even if your species loves to stamp out any life form they find undesirable. Do not give yip, you will find. What is this? Constellation? What do you... It's called hope. Is that something that you... words are interrupted by a strange sound similar to a stifling sigh. Her gaze trained upon something past you. Turning around, you see what caught her attention. An odd, unsightly shard of forest metal material mounted on the wall like a trophy. An entire kaleidoscope of emotions plays across her face, changing too quickly to catch. She sighs once more, and then her feelings are concealed behind an impenetrable, impressive mask. What is this, monkey? Looks at you, her eyes devoid of every emotion, every shred of life. You're observant, Elentach, how unusual, but there is no need to trouble your mind with conjecture. I've inflicted enough of my unbridled feelings upon you, but I am in control again. Enough, I've lingered here too long. From now on, I will avoid entering places you would prefer to keep hidden from me. Let's see here. Oh, did they already finish? What features? Oh, apparently we never leveled up. What do we got here? So, this one, hull integrity? And this doesn't seem to work. Allowed the voice ship to control +1 extra wing of each attack craft type. This apparently doesn't matter because I still only can control one of the things. Void ship ram deals twice as much damage. I'm kind of partial to getting this one simply to see what's next. If there's anything after that, apparently there isn't, so. Take it all, the flagship now collects 10% more scraps from destroyed ships. That wouldn't be terrible. Allows the use of both abilities and post, expeditious repair. Yeah, we'll go with the take it all. Oh, we got something new in the next one. Flagship's torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 torpedo salvos instead of 1. Drukhari chant. Maximum overdrive. Well, we'll worry about that if and when we get there. Alright, and then what I meant to look at was this. Lord Captain, the astropath acquirer has caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Vibo 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after, a new sector of deep tunnels has been put into operation. It was overrun by monsters. They lurked in depths. Darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly, leave nothing. What are these creatures? Few who have faced them have survived to tell the tale, so the information is scarce and hardly reliable. Their account, if you will, are a jumble of facts mixed with wild speculations. Frightened workers call these monsters a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemies are vast in number and resemble insects. One of the fortunate survivors, mad from horror, emerged from the mines holding a wrench engraved with a strange marking. The pattern was exactly the same as the one the mad convicts had been etching into the walls. So what we got here? We got 1 carapace fragment. This item negates all energy damage dealt to the wearer, but it cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. Well, that's not terrible. Master of the Inferno. All allies gain +10 demolition, +10 more fire damage. see what our advisors have to say. Threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by the penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnel to make sure that the plan works. It has to be done in areas currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I am sure that a dozen brave souls can be found in the colony, ones willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and carry explosives into this. Okay, so we got the carapace one again. We've got both of these are the same thing. Or the convict one, which is master. These are all the same thing. But this requires people, and this requires Promethean. Um, we'll do this one. Our tactical analysis be graced by optimality. That's weird. What way to put that word? Is that even a word? Optimal. It's like optimal with ty at the end. Optimality. Plan of Magos Humanin was constructed with ruthless logical perfection, weighing efficiency against human losses. The smaller units were sacrificed without hesitation in order to preserve the larger force. Phoebus' defense squad met the swarm in the darkness, monstrous insects clad in metal carapace, tearing everything apart with their mandibles. The carnage inside the narrow caves cost many lives, but in the end, the creatures were exterminated. Their vile lair did not unlike a metallic crypt, was ransacked and claimed as trophies. Okay. Alright. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Nope, nothing. Oh, that's right. This we're just waiting on leveling up one of the other. Should probably look and see how much Casabel can have. Okay, Casabellicans. Yeah, that hasn't gone up at all. Oh, we're way off from being able to do this, but let's see what we can do about leveling it up. What about the Void Merchants? Nothing to be done there, really. Okay. Oh, we can get the fusion gun. Can't afford the outcast visor. Cascrin gloves. These gloves grant the wearer plus 10 bonus to critical hit chance. The bonus doubles if the wearer has not moved this turn. Interesting. There's some like really good gloves I was trying to get. Warp Surge Brooch. Oh, that's really nice. I don't know who I can use it on, but it's nice. Storm Bolters! Might use that in place of the Heavy Bolter if I don't ever find a better version of the Heavy Bolter. Although I don't know what its damage is versus a heavy bolter. Alright. Actually, let's take a look at that. It's a Sergeant, heavy bolter. 6 to 10. The other thing was 10 to 14. Although the rate of fire, I think, was better on the heavy bolter, but either way. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Wait, I thought I'd jumped down here already. Oh, don't care. Just as long as we made it through. Serious sickness struck, blah blah blah. Seen it all before. Okay, Dargonis is under attack by Drukhari void ships. Well, it just so happens we are experts at the destruction of Drukhari void ships.
Time to earn your keep, crew.
Alright, where is our enemy? So, behind us, and in front of us. We will definitely focus fire on this light cruiser first. We will come out here. And launch our Starhawk bombers.
Let the void sort them out.
I don't think this guy's within range of us, although we could put him within range of at least this gun, but I don't think it's worth it to waste it now. Well, on the other hand, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Just start poking at his shield, if nothing else. But he is within range. Oh, that's some bullcrap. Time it doesn't count as being in range. Alright, well, nothing can be done about that. Okay, you can go ahead and move up. Let's see what this guy does. These guys can just sit back here and fight this thing. What's this thing's shield? Doesn't it have a shield? Shoot at me or shoot at my... Shoot at me, okay. I mean, this will allow me to definitely hit them with the Starhawk bomber right away. But I doubt they're gonna stop right there. Yeah. Although they didn't get too much further. Oh, they're still going. Never mind. Void Ravens. Ow! Okay, so first thing we want to do is move here. Does this count? Oh, this actually counts. Hit him with the hardest hitting weapon we've
Land
got.
batteries. Volley.
Then we're going to hit them with
Fire at
this.
will.
Then we're going to move up and hit them with this. Okay, and then probably should have done this on them, but oh well. As Holofield loses several of its charge, the pulse can also negatively impact other Xenos tech. This actually might not be terrible, but I probably should have done it before I fired that last volley, but do it on them anyway. Oh yeah, just wiped out his shields altogether. Definitely should have done it before then. Might as well do this. Yep, very nice. A lot of big chunk of damage there. Alright, and then these guys unfortunately aren't going to be able to do squat. These things are just way too maneuverable. Really should stick with the torpedoes against these guys. Okay. And just do that, and then you're gonna fly away. Wow. Got 3 attacks off on that. This is gonna swing around and shoot me again. Nope, nope, this guy's... I guess they attack once and then try to fly, and that's probably why, because they do a huge chunk of damage too. Let's go ahead and do this, so we can actually turn around and get our guns on this guy. And then... we'll have to look with this. We should kill it.
Like the force of a supernova.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
Okay. And then... turn them away, I guess. And then this is just gonna continue trying to catch something. I think I was better off with the other fighters rather than bombers. Okay, then we will swing around, hit you with this, probably kill you. Yep. The end.
The void may be harsh, but we're harsh.
What do we got? Some more plasma batteries. I don't know if it's any better or worse than the regular macro cannons I've got. Okay, let's go ahead and repair the ship. Also, we should take a look at what... yeah, we got quite a lot of scrap. So let's go ahead and do this. And that. And apparently that's the highest level of... excuse me. And we'll leave it there for now, just so we can have scrap on hand. And the Von Valencia's Palace is the only place we can go to, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and save our game before we land. And yep, that's the people we're taking with us. Well, this is looking terrible. So I want to put out the fire in the lemon rusting. Spin the saver game again.
I always keep my options open.
That's the goods. Okay. Oh, there we go. Who's that? Oh, that Worserian. Yeah, Clementine. Okay, you're here. You made it to Dargos before it was devastated by the Drukhari. Okay, good. We made it in time. Your subjects need you now more than ever. Dargonis has been hit by a mass Xeno attack, and the fleet's resistance was broken in mere hours. Then the invaders commenced a planetary raid. The planetary defense forces were able to hold the inner perimeters of several cities. Two of these attacks were stifled on the approaches to the settlements. The fights continue here as well as in the Von Valentius Palace. Lady Worcester, where is Achilles Skylander? I thought I'd see him here by your side. The secretary's exact whereabouts are unknown, but under normal circumstances, we hardly ever set foot outside. He hardly ever sets foot outside the palace grounds. I'm sure you realize what this could mean. Alas, I don't know. Well, obviously they came after Achilles Skylander. Your leadership, when the Xenos attacked the palace, they sent a force so great that the increased warden presence and defense perimeters were wiped out in minutes by the throne. Whatever they're looking for in there, they've spared no troops to get their hands on it. Whereas Governor drives Sim, the governor is currently protected within a well-fortified bunker, as are the heads of other noble households. Still, each family has provided all available resources to the defense of Dargonis, or rather the defense of their respective regions. Details. Let's see. The attack began a few hours before dawn over the capital. They first attacked the fleet. We received boarding calls right before we lost communication with the crews. Their sacrifice wasn't for naught. The ground troops had the time to start mobilizing, and the civilians went on to organize the defenses. Several hive cities managed to hold their perimeters. Others sustained great losses, and 2 cities were completely devastated. Our intelligence still knows nothing about the fates of millions of people. There's a high likelihood we've lost them forever. Did all you could. Xenos are a dangerous opponent. Let's see. I vow to make the Xenos pay dearly for every human life they claim. Oh, what I wouldn't give to join the punitive expedition, your ladyship. But my duty is to the welfare of this planet, not military operations. This is my plea to you, rogue trader. Make them rue the day they ever decide to assault. What is the current situation? The PDF is in the process of exterminating the enemy forces on the planet. Extra batteries have been assigned to the assaults on the palace. But without a strike force that can make it inside, we won't break their resistance. Let's see, the scum must have set up a control center inside. If we take out their command center, we'll weaken their forces. Let's see. I'm afraid so, your ladyship. The attack on the palace began later than the rest, once the reserve sources have been transferred to other regions, which is particularly odd. They weren't tempted by an entire city at the apex which your residence stands. No, the wedge of the enemy forces targeted they're after Skylander. We've cut off the periphery forces from those that made it inside the palace, and we continue to storm the building. We've killed so many of these beasts, but the Xenos are repelling our assault with ferocity. It's as if they're waiting for the right moment, or perhaps they haven't yet completed whatever goal they were pursuing. Enough talking, I'm going in. With awe and gratitude, I transfer the command of the ground operations over to you, your ladyship. The local troops are at your service. I beg you, save Dargonis. We have a transmission report from Squad 2. Command, Lieutenant, report. Lieutenant, we do not read you. Repeat what? Emperor, help them. Okay, well, now we know what we're going to be doing first. Destroying that witch cult. Attack for the Emperor and the Rogue Trader. Okay. Alright, so... What's this? Is that a Vox station? Vox transmits the same repeating desperate cries for help. Or
Keep
running
your
cries
wits
and hear
about you.
hysterical howls of dying men. Oh, there's a loot box over here. Okay, before we can step into combat, let's... So
The
we know
hive
that
is engulfed in smoke. And your palace, it's... We will cleanse it, rogue trader. Down to the very last Xenos.
Okay, so we got some witches
To
over
the
here.
very last Xenos. Must be merely a monkey figure of speech, yes?
I always have a backup plan.
And then we got some Xenos over here. Witch gunslingers. I'm actually kind of partial to taking them out first, because these ones are going to spend a turn just running over here. So, yes, let's do that first.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this
Okay,
galaxy!
Don't dare to disappoint me.
let's set up our gunners back here. They can poke at these ones as they run forward. Same thing with Cassia. And then Sister of Battle, actually, you will also come back here. Because when these guys get all nicely kind of bunched up as they come down here, you can just gun them down. As for myself, so this witch gunslinger is going to get to go first, so I probably want to just kind of get everybody into a cover of some form. Pasquill. Oh, you know, place somebody up here. In fact, we can place Cassia. Now, we'll place her up here, so I bet she probably has a better chance at... And then she can just run around to sit on one of these. Why is it showing? There. And then Pasquill, you will go ahead and start. Okay, so you can go ahead and move up. Although apparently you can't see anything from up here. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, well, we'll just have you come back here then. Go ahead and place this here. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see anything from up here, but apparently not. Let's go ahead and do healing zone
If I
stratagem.
must.
Let's go ahead and do this on you two. Actually, I should have done the gunner one on them. Well, do this here.
If it serves your
You can always
cause.
just step to the side and shoot. And then let's go ahead and have you just start poking at these ones up here. Very nice. Good job. Oh, there was somebody behind you too. Although I don't think I hit you. Either way. Go ahead and mark
Stop
you.
trying, monkey.
Okay, we'll mark that one. Assuming that one's gonna go running up too. Alright, then, voice of command. Let's go ahead and do that. Inspire, I might want to hold off on doing that since I don't have much in the way of tactical advantage anyway. It only just give me a 5% bonus. So we can do... Could force some of them to come out. Like this one. Actually, if we did it here, it would force both of them to come out. Let's give it a try, see what happens. Not bad. Continue putting those ones in the back.
You will pay for this in blood.
Yep, hit them both. Very nice. Alright. Caught you.
Weather the storm.
Did you do anything? Very good. Nice job. Wardens are actually doing their jobs. Excellent. Okay, Pasquale, you are going to move up here? Or should I have you move here? I think I'll actually have you move here, because then you can just turn around and smash all three? Maybe. Might not be able. No, you can't go any further.
Heavy is the tread of his
I
faithful.
did not do you cheating game. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, let's at least
The scriptural
do like so.
prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Will be delectable.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Do it back again. There we go. Then go ahead and shoot this one in the spine. Okay, that should hemorrhage it. Also, let's go ahead and give. Too far out of range, unfortunately. Alright, we'll do this.
Request approved.
Probably shouldn't have brought so much of my melee over here. So the only way to get back is all the way over here. Alright. Moving up. Oh, they got quite a lot of range. Definitely should have put, like, Heinrichs over
My
here.
reckoning will be swift.
Okay, well, you suck at aim.
Break them around.
I'll show you
I appreciate your fervor to get into combat with them, but you're my way.
Focus.
Nullifying
Very close.
grenades.
Focus.
Okay, this one's gonna move up, which is nice. Probably gonna attack this guy and wipe him out. Okay. Alright, so then if we move here, how's our... That looks like a good angle to be able to wipe out all three of them. So we will do that. Go ahead and give
As
me
the Emperor
confident
commands,
approach
I act.
and devastating attack.
I'll do it.
And rapid
Faith
fire.
without deeds is worthless.
and say hello to my little friend. Let's see. I
Doubt
want
is
to
for
do
the
it
weak.
this way. Like I said, little friend. Alright, so that was
the Emperor
three of them
commands,
dead, so
I
let's
act.
do Revel and Slaughter. Let's go ahead
I'll
and
do
do
it.
Furious Recital. And then I don't think there's really much else to do, although we could shoot this one. We could also shoot this one. Still have these ones over here that have a turn to do something. Is that the only one over there?
Faith
Let's
without
see.
deeds is worthless.
Move here, here. Really doesn't matter where I move you. Suppose we can do that and just catch them on fire. You have this, which has an 100% chance to hit, thanks to her blessed bolts. But I think the fire is going to be superior, so.
This is why I was chosen.
Very nice. Alright, these guys are moving up, and then hopefully we'll be shooting at her. Yep, very nice. Good job. Not so good job. Back to shooting school. Oh, you're gonna die. Quick attacks. I'm assuming that means you get multiple attacks. And didn't even have a chance to run in here.
Follow my lead.
Okay,
You will not withstand
Ow.
my vengeance.
Would you please not shoot me, you idiot? Oh, Let's see. So these guys are just far enough apart, which is kind of annoying to me. If I jump here,
Your end was
Good.
inevitable.
then we move here, and just smack you. Oh, before we do that, or
I'll see to it personally.
this,
Who if not me?
this,
I'll
kill.
see to it personally.
You never stood a
Uh,
chance.
That pretty much ends our turn. The last one is just the one that's still here. Can we charge you? Cannot. We need to do this. Then can we charge
I'll
you?
put my
There we
psychic
go.
abilities to use.
I should kill this one.
Your reckoning is due.
Okay, let's go ahead and
But
do
of course,
this.
Lord Captain.
And
let's see to it.
This. And go ahead and do this. This is in case basically something shows up. Before we kill this one, but I'm assuming we're going to kill this one. Let's go ahead and do this.
I move swiftly to strike. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
Okay, and go ahead and just
If
do
it
that,
serves your
although
cause.
it's not gonna make a difference because they're gonna die long before then.
Duty demands.
Did it just run away? Or... Oh no, that was just the end of the combat. Alright. What, Mr. Knox? Can I help you with something? Alright, so we are going to be picking what? We can't get the Psycho Extremist until the next level. So that's something there. So what? Oh, what? Oh, hello, my Noxy boy. I love my Noxy boy. Yes. Can I help you with something? Huh? You know, you can get and go sit back on my lap if you want. If you want. Oh, goodness. Alright, the Bloody Trail, still no use. Let's see. Whenever an enemy suffers from toxin inflicted by the Executioner dies, all enemies in a 2-cell gain 3 levels of toxin. Deep Laceration. Whenever using Scourging Strikes, the Executioner's melee is inflicted more bleed. Fragile Playthings. The first instance of damage dealt by the Executioner's damage over time effects and a round. Here's the one that increases my dot effects by 30% if I have all 3 dot effects on the enemy. And I'm getting more and more of that. So, enemy suffering from damage over time effects inflicts the Executioner. Whenever an enemy suffering from Executioner's dots affects dodges Executioner attacks. Right. Vivisection. Second barrage, stabilizing factors, backdraft, body of flames. This wouldn't necessarily be a terrible one. %16% armor against all energy damage. This one, also not terrible, although combat often doesn't last too long, to be honest. I don't think there's particularly anything in any of these to... Because I'm using swords, and I'm always going to be using swords, because they only have 4 swords in the game. And we still haven't seen any power armor. We just haven't seen power armor at all. So yeah, I think this one. Plus 30% more damage to the enemies. Whenever they're suffering from all 3 dots. Okay, and then Sister of Battle. Broad expertise. When entering combat, the Archmilitant gains plus 16 weapon skill and plus 6 ballistic skill until the end of combat. It's not terrible, but I mean it is only plus 6 for the weapons she uses. Preferred targets, accustomed to glory, adaptability. This is a bonus for Reckless Rush. When the Archmilitant is under the effects of Reckless Rush, their attacks do not cost MP. But the thing is, you can always use Reckless Rush after you fired. So, less important there? As long as the Archmilitant has killed at least one enemy with a melee attack, and that's melee, so... Devastating attack also reduces the target's armor by 7% and toughness by minus 10% until the end of combat. Does not stack. But that's actually, if I could get that to combine with exploit weakness. Oh, but this only applies to Archmilitant's allies. It's only if if her allies reduce the enemy's. But this still is not terrible. Where'd it go? Dismantle. Focal point. Genius. Where'd it go? Crippling Blast? No. Content for the week. Where'd it go? Literally just had it in front of my face. This one. Dismantle. No? Nope, nope, nope. That's not it. Distract. Crippling Blast. Content for the week. Break and attack. Break and attack. There we go. So yeah, reducing the enemy's armor and their toughness by 10%. Whenever I use devastating attack, which I'm using pretty much constantly. Okay, and then this gives us agility, weapon skill, strength, toughness, willpower. I guess we'll go with weapon skill because we got nothing else to plug it into. Alright, Bringer of Doom. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack, this attack reduces the target's armor and dodge by 10% until the end of the assassin's turn. Does not stack. If an enemy suffers from a critical from an assassin's ally at the start of the assassin's turn, this actually would not be terrible. Terrible. We've looked at that one before. We hardly have ever used this elusive shadow. Ever since we put heavy armor on this guy, it's pretty much just not had a problem. Outsmart, seize the advantage. This would be a good one if we want to first hit them with the hemorrhage skill. The Death Whisper gains an additional 15 in lethality against them. Forge World characters gain a stacking 10% bonus to critical hit chance and dodge reduction against an enemy they hit with a single target attack. Successful criticals from the single target increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by plus 20. Forge World characters gain plus 4 deflection against the burning effect and flame weapons. Forge World characters can use persuasion, corrosion, and yada yada yada. Pinnacle of Weaponry. Do have a bunch of these things as well. This one is actually not necessarily a bad one. Machine Spirit Community Effect on all attacked enemies. This one's actually not terrible either. So let's see, Machine Spirit Scam Protocol. This applies exploit to everyone who's hit with that. Let's see, gains a bonus against enemies under the effects of Machine Spirit communities if these had 2 or more stacks of exploit. Prediction Protocol. This actually might not be terrible either. Or this one. Passive gains plus 19 to dodge reduction and parry reduction with melee weapons and enemy dodges. This actually would be good for him. I'll grab that one. And then already maxed out his agility, his ballistic skill, his weapon skill, perception. I'm partially giving him more weapon skill or more strength. More strength since it affects his actual damage. Okay, and then Heinrichs, you are going to gain what? Formidable Distraction. All enemies in a 2-cell radius against all attacks. Right, this one. This one is not terrible. So debuff to every enemy around him. And now that he can actually apply priority target, that's also good. Taunting defense. Taunting opportunity. For each enemy that considers the vanguard a priority target, his armor increases. That's actually not terrible either. A lot of these, now that we can actually get bonuses from having priority targets. So that one, this one. Or either one of these. We'll go with this one, because that'll benefit everybody around him. Or, well, it won't, it'll benefit everybody who's shooting at enemies around him. Brink of Death. We always look at that one and we always go new. Stacking the deck. Whenever the Master Tactician spends technical advantage, critical damage dealt by the Master Tactician increases by +1 for every stack spent until the end of the turn. the beginning of the Master Tactician's turn, if their momentum is higher than 125, their first burst attack or area attack used by the Master Tactician this turn costs 1 less AP, but they don't have any, so that's useless. Whenever the Master Tactician reloads a weapon, all attacks within a 3-cell radius around the Master Tactician also reload their weapon. I've seen this one before, I haven't particularly cared for it. Heals all allies, because I'm typically not reloading before combat's over with. Navigator starts all turns, including extra turns, with +3 movement points. First ally targeted by the Navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of additional movement points at the start of their next turn. This wouldn't necessarily be terrible, because I use Voice of Command all the time with her, and Inspire, so this would just be giving free movement points to everybody. Enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer +12% additional damage from any source of warp damage. Master of Time. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, Navigator gains a +5 bonus to willpower. Mind over matter. Navigator makes all resistance tests with their willpower. Open to the warp. Navigator affected by enemies affected by Navigator power suffer a -10 penalty to the next resistance test. The Navigator's perception is higher than their agility. The dodge is calculated with a perception instead. That is something that she would benefit from. Perilous ways. Enemies moved by the Navigator's powers suffer 3 damage at the end of the movement. This is a willpower bonus. She just doesn't have that much in the way of willpower. I don't particularly have a lot of willpower on any of my characters, to be honest. Whenever the Navigator uses Navigator power that has not been used this combat, gain +2 perception. Is that all? Again, it's probably a willpower bonus. Oh no, it's just literally just straight +2. Okay. Whenever an enemy fails resistance tests against Navigator powers, attacks against them are 34% critical chance. Enemy stacks, but it rests by critical hit. Reset by critical hit. Ugh. Tenacity. Navigator powers deal 1+1 additional damage for every 5. Bonus characteristic of the Navigator's currently equipped staff. Castigating, fusing, and devastating count as characteristics of this talent. Unblinking stare. Until the end of combat, enemies damaged by its Navigator suffer an additional +7 damage from all attacks of opportunities and cannot dodge them. Undamn the Sea of Souls. While under the effects of Navigator power, enemy have their armor reduced by -10. This reduction is increased by devastating parameter of the Navigator's staff, but does not stack. Under my protection, allies that are targeted by the Navigator ability gain +5 to all resistance and Veil of Protection. All allies that are targeted by the Navigator's powers, blah blah blah. Kind of partial to this one. Not really seeing much. I mean, this not necessarily terrible, but I don't use grenades and medikits during combat anyway. Every critical hit scored by them gives them momentum. This one I don't particularly understand. I know it's based on her fellowship bonus. But still, it's not all that particularly useful because, like, I mean, it's useful for this, but it's still only for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage. So if I hit this, it would be basically giving me 6. And then her other one, this is for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage that is used. So this would be plus 2 temporary wounds plus 1 for every 2 stacks. So this would be 3. So this would make it 5 temporary wounds. Ooh. And on this, on Inspire, it wouldn't count at all. Because this requires every 10 stacks. So, yeah, no, we're going to go with the Guide of Souls. Alright, now what do you got? Not a whole lot, do you? Pretty much buffed every single thing we could. I guess we'll go ahead and buff willpower. So we got nothing better to put in it. Use a stratagem on a combat tactics area, grants all allies in the next area plus 5 deflection against the next melee attack. This one actually wouldn't necessarily be terrible, because people I typically have in my rear area are ones I don't want getting attacked. This isn't necessarily terrible. Disrupted zone enemies in the same combat area with the Grand Strategist suffer that. Fire at will. There are no enemies in the backline area. The first attack in the turn may be made by every ally in the area, costing -1 AP. Improvised strategy, mobility zone, opening strategy. Well, this wouldn't necessarily be terrible because it's used in a turn. First stratagem used in a turn can be used a second time for 0 AP. So if I just like slap down kill zone strategy, I can then slap it down again for free that turn. What are you looking at, Nux? There's nothing there. I've already taken the bowl down that was up there. Had himself some lasagna soup. You little twerp. Don't blame me if your butthole's on fire. What? You want to come and sit? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. He wants to come and sit. Alright. There's my Noxie. We love our Noxie. Okay, so anyway, respite zone, sniping zone. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. Alright, so let's loot. Junk. Loot. More junk. I don't think we need to be holding on to blast pistols anymore. Witch armor. Yeah, no use there. No, we got some goods here. This mantle? reason we want to dismantle this?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
That do anything for us? Sometimes they just have you do things, and it's just like, did that actually do something? Blast pistol, splinter pistol, yeah. We gotta. Oh, that's a bunch of dead bodies up there. Oh, let's hit this one. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, something. Oh, booby trap.
I better myself
Hey, jet
through
bike.
my service.
Nice. We like good bikes. Wait, take it. We're gonna become the best. What is this? Hecatari blades, poisoned Hecatari blade, or just Hecatari blades? Huh. Do we have poisoned Hecatari blades? I'm pretty sure I do. I do have 2 of them, in fact. Hecatari blades that do bleeding versus poison. Huh, interesting. Alright, well, we'll toss them all in there.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, let's go ahead and save our game. I mean, after we have defeated the Drukhari here, saved everything, we're gonna make so much money off of these jet bikes and Xenos tech.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Adeptus Mechanicus is gonna be so happy.
My success was inevitable.
Aha, sneaky.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
Warden mutters words of thanks and holds out an object for you to take. What object? Also, I should swap back to these things. These things have been a lot better than these things, to be honest. If nothing else, these things can actually fly around to actually attack the enemy. Okay, not sure what that was all about, and what he handed me.
Let us not dawdle.
Pay
Also thought he
attention.
was kind of dead.
Nothing escapes my
Um,
sight.
I have learned much in my exile.
Okay. I clicked you to tell you to do that, and then you just run up and
I'm listening.
throw
Join me in
yourself on it.
prayer. Let me tend to your wounds.
Your technology is limited, but I am grateful.
Wrap a piece of bandage around
The
her arm.
corruption soaked into the
Technology is
bones of the
limited.
lost ship
The
may
bandage.
have imprinted itself on the souls of your servants, Elantark. I hope they were thorough when they performed the cleansing rituals.
How strange to hear a Xenos speak of corruption. We wage an implacable war against this foulness, and you, a tainted creature, fear it too.
I don't know that she fears it, nor that she just understands it and understands the danger. You, malformed monkey, putrid vermin, you will pay for every moment that I have spent on this pitiful planet. To Zara, when Zara knows you, her face contorts into a mask of rage. Her card lips stretch into a bitter and bear no trace of her former haughtiness, only a promise of pain. This is it, the true face of the Dark Ones. Her anger at you is so great that she shed her mask and revealed the beast beneath. Little Suri and the monkey's obedient servant try to survive the future. Then 2 of us will have plenty of fun. Aren't you glad to see me, Tazara? Oh, now that you finally arrived, filled with anticipation of skinning you and paleo hawks and making you dance for mine and the Archon's amusement. Sure. I suspected that you and that Trueborn cur were working together. He did not make me and my sisters linger here on a whim. He had a reason, and the reason involves you. Yes? Is that it? Tell me, just nod so I can stand before the Archon and accuse him of treachery and compromising the raid. Squabbles between false allies and is the favorite sport of the Drukhari. After torture, that is. I'm enjoying seeing her. What if I say yes? Then I will say that I have had enough of the other games. Sisters praise the muses. Alright, so first off, we got plenty covered here, which is nice. Got melee, 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 melee. Ranged, 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 ranged. If you wanted to actually fight me, you should have brought more forces. Enthralled Marauders, Gabalite Thrallmasters. Not seeing anything particularly problematic here. What I might want to do here. So first off, let's see if these guys get to move before Argenta. One gets to move before Argenta. So the question is, do I want to have Argenta come over here and start gunning these guys down, or just come up here and gun these ones? I'm thinking I'm going to have her come up here and gun these ones down. I'm going to have myself front and center, along with Heinrichs. Heinrichs, I'll have him just basically charge for the back lines of the ranged guys. Then Pasquil, you can come over here. Your forces will be over here. In fact, you're gonna get to go before any of them move. So actually, there's probably a good chance you're gonna come over here and wipe out all three of these guys, save these guys' lives. And then as for our back line snipers, we will move you here and here. Okay, so first off, who gets to go first? Zara's going first, so she's probably going to run up to me. Oh no, I get to go before her even. What's this guy? Oh, all the way to the back? Jeez. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and slap down this here.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
We will give Sister Argenta, if you can turn this damn thing, thank you. So you can't even see it. There we go. This, and then our back guards here are going to have, well, I guess I'll do here for back guard.
If it serves your
Or
cause.
rear guard, whatever. Okay, then we will go ahead and have you do perfect shot. And Nox decide hop up.
If I must.
Alright, toxic shot. Well, since these guys are going to be at the mercy of him, we will have her start poking at these guys, I think. Could also start having her poke at these ones. Any of these that line up where I can actually hit both? Actually, both of these two.
This tedium is beneath me. Fortune favors the swift.
Good job. Alright, in which case I can focus on these two guys. And then we will go ahead and save
If it
this
serves
one
your
back here.
cause.
Alright, now, as for my turn, warp speed. Warp speed on myself, thank you. Okay, then we're going to want to move here. Leap. Let's see, do I want to leap there? Actually, we might want to leap here and then move over here to do the blade dance. Because this, so yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll move here, jump here.
Let's make some opportunities.
Okay. Then we will move here. This is gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from you, but that's fine. I dodged anyway. Then we will go ahead and blade dance.
On it. The best defense, your end.
Okay, that one's dead. Parried and parried. Wow. Ooh, shocking. Okay, so we're going to see if we can hit you with this. Very nice. How did you guys get hit by that? Alright, since we managed to hit you, we're now going to do where it hurts and nuke half your health.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Or like 3/4 of your health. Very nice. Fresh injuries. No longer have designing dots on them. But, Hey. So the Kabbalite's Heavy is going to move up, shoot at me, and shoot through. Shoot me, but somehow miss by using a blast pistol. And then she just totally whiffed. Alright, so then we're going to move over here. And actually, before we do that, we're going to first. No. Give. Actually, we want to give machine gun to him because it also does give him a bonus to his something or other. I've forgotten. Anyway, now we will move over here. Actually, we'll move over here since that's where the thing is, and do this, which should kill them and severely injure this guy. Yep, there we go. Excellent job. Then we're going to go ahead and do Dance Macabre. Here's what we'll do. We'll do aim for the opening here. And then Death Whisper. So we'll give him the hemorrhage on him. And that ends your job. Okay. Okay, and then shooting and missing. Shooting. Okay, just gonna move right up next to me. Interesting idea. Okay, and was there a good idea for that? To just move here and then run away just so I got an attack of opportunity off on you? And you're probably gonna die from that on your next turn. Let's see. So first off, voice of command. We will voice of command myself. Then we are going to inspire someone.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, oops! I did press the advantage instead of inspiring. Well, now let's hold off on doing that. Give myself another attack. Kind of tempted to. So, do a blade dance. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? And oh, that actually now gives me the ability to move. That's actually not terrible. All right. Anyway, we're gonna kill Tazara with the blade dance.
Consider this a take. You never stood a chance.
No, we get to move again. I can kill these two off with the this. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
It's as good as done. Your end was inevitable.
And she took some damage over here. Okay. Anyway, let's see. This one gets to move in here somewhere before Argenta gets to move. So let's actually go ahead and take him out, just so he doesn't get a chance to move.
I am a navigator, not a
Yeah, except
servitor.
you missed. Okay. Well. Okay, this guy's
A
moving.
temporary setback.
Ow.
My artifice is unsurpassed.
Shoot your own guy while you're at it. Okay. You do have a tendency. The AI does definitely has a tendency to
I
shoot
won't go
himself.
down easy.
Okay, that's kind of a pain in the butt because I was hoping to move here. But we can't do that now. Can do this and still manage to miss. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and
Doubt is
confident
for the
approach.
weak.
And devastating this. And concentrate fire. Then we'll go ahead and do scorching retribution. You brought this on yourself.
I'll do it. You cannot escape their fate.
And this guy's now stuck in the middle of burning flame. Alright, so let's go
As
ahead and
the
do a
Emperor
Rebel and
commands,
Slaughter
I act.
and Furious Recital.
I'll do it.
I think we'll just go ahead and have her stay up here to fight this guy. Because I don't think there's anybody. Well, these two guys, but she could make her way all the way over here. Possibly. To have her. Fight these four. On the other hand, well, actually, yeah, if I do that, that will first off also force this guy to like move out of there to come actually fight some people. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this, and then we will have her move down here, and she can start by shooting this guy, I guess. She can shoot at these guys, but that's kind of pointless. Let's have her shoot the one that's actually already injured.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Very nice, good job. Lit it on fire. Bleeding, all the fun things in life. Okay,
Take you.
so first off, let's move. How far can your charge take you? Not far enough, unfortunately. Although it can get you into cover over here where I can shoot. But that, if I was to do something, well, first off, give iron arms to myself. Let's do this.
For the throne's glory.
Oh, we could activate some turrets here. I didn't realize that. I don't think it's really that much of a problem. These things are all gonna die anyway. It's not gonna kill this thing either. I'll do this.
Let's see to it. Holy terror! Smite your
Not
enemies!
terrible. Go ahead and have him do Shield of the Emperor.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Is anybody needing healing in this little group here? A little bit there, but no, nothing. Alright. Defensive stance.
My revenge will
Okay, and you guys are gonna kill your own dude. Okay, he's running up to 3 damage.
Endure.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna die. Bye. Don't know why you did that. Thought that was an intelligent idea. I'm actually surprised you didn't die from that from that bleed. Game. Okay. Oh, hey, she got her turn off. Well, since you have kind of partial to finishing this one off. Let's
I am not
precise
your
attack.
Xenos pet, monkey.
Let's move this to here. Let's go ahead and inflict
I understand
that
your
there.
intent.
And then we will go ahead and shoot this
If
one.
it serves your cause.
Hopefully kill it. Excellent job. And then let's go ahead and mark you again.
A mere pain won't stop me.
Will not
Nope, that one
submit.
died somehow. Weird. Alright, so you two
I'll
are
see to
dead.
it personally. The best defense is a good offense.
Okay, I don't need to iron arms, although I can iron arms him. So here, have some
On it.
that. And then let's go ahead and just blade dance, I think, would not be go awry.
Consider this another enemy down.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Okay, and then let's go ahead and swap gear here for stuff. It says 0 damage, but I know that's not true. I know it's gonna do more. 127, 128, 46. I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and hit hit this guy over here.
Who, if not me?
Very nice. And now you have warp burn. So here, have some of that. So that warp burn should now kill you eternally, essentially. Alright, we'll swap back to our swords. Also, we do still have these guys up here.
My blood sings in anticipation.
But he made the mistake of deciding to come down. Pasquale, you are going to move here and smack this guy.
Activate calculate fury algorithm.
My revenge.
Good job.
Acceptable.
Let's go ahead and have you do
My vow is
this.
to serve.
And then go ahead and do this.
You are doomed.
Okay, and then go ahead and do this.
Request approved.
Because this will make this dance macabre do more damage.
Spectral probe Messiah
There we go.
condemns you.
Okay, and then here, mark this guy. And
The
expose weakness
Messiah
on him.
knows all, comprehends all.
Alright, and that's the end of your turn. He shot at me, ran away, did something dumb. Let's go ahead and voice a command on Sister Argenta. Yep. And then we're going to inspire. We'll inspire Sister Argenta as well. Okay, and then we're going to. I think we'll finish this guy off. If we can.
I'm not accustomed to another foe painted
Yep,
black.
there it goes. I thought there was more than one. Oh, I guess that was just the one. Okay, Sister Argenta, go ahead and move up here and give us your
Guided
devastating
by
attack.
faith.
And rapid fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And learn how to make Swiss cheese.
This is none escape the Emperor's
Map
search.
42. 2 shots was all it took to take that guy out. Okay, and
Scorn
then
the pain.
go ahead and move here. And here, let's turn. Goodbye.
Deal death with my hands.
Okay. That's a Xenos gear.
Rise to the top, or
World
get
Marauders
left
didn't
in the
have
dust.
anything on them. Break up the rubble.
There.
Oh, there's a person. Oh well. Imperial Staff, Emperor's Wrath. Wielder of the staff, power level 8, gains Emperor's Wrath ability. That sounds like fun. So let's see. First off, this one is power level 7, so the Emperor's Wrath is better. This is a power level what? Sanctified staff, which it also does have Emperor's Wrath on it. But what's its power level? The power level is 5 plus the Psyker's Resolve. Oh, interesting. So it's a unique staff. Okay. Okay. I see. So the Staff of Blood. What is the Staff of Blood's power level 9? But it doesn't do flame like this one does. The flame is kind of important. The Biomancer Staff, the Charge Staff. So the Emperor's Wrath. The question is, does Emperor's Wrath apply Warp Burn? Everyone adjacent to the target point suffers from 1 to 1 plus psi rating times the psi staff's power level. Damage dealt by an attack to allies is reduced. Yada yada yada. So it's only one extra, and I'd prefer the Staff of the Endless Flame simply because it's fire, and therefore applies Warp Burn. So, yeah. Okay, so anyway. Okay, let's finish looting. Architry is covered with thin streams of dark resin similar to streaks of blood. Lovely.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
We're gonna go ahead and have Pascal do that.
The machine god grants the insight.
I don't know if that'll help later on, but... Okay, so the Bloodthirster is a two-handed power sword used by, I'm assuming Paris. This was her weapon. Bloodseeker Clave, though, that I found a while ago, is superior to it. Although each hit decreases the target's skills, basically, by -5 and stacks. Most warriors prefer blades, yada. I mean, we're gonna go ahead and take it anyway, but... you guys are free.
I always have a backup
Okay, we
plan.
got some more goods back here. It's just basic stuff. Goods over here. Nothing over there. And then you guys, you know, you can get up. Alright. So, is the will to live a decent weapon for him? So it's 15 to 20 to 20. I don't have him using that skill. In fact, it's a pretty much useless skill for him to use. So the Bloodseeker's Clave, we got the Power Claymore. I didn't give him the power weapon skill, did I? I took it away from him. I did give him this, so that he can use that pistol. Did give him the Blade of Light, which does increase the damage of force weapons by another +6. So that's actually now 21 to 30 something. That is something to keep in mind. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the power skill, so yeah, I guess the will to live blade in his hands is probably better. It's got the +5 here, plus and the +6 from the skill. Although apparently that changes, increases based on something. Oh, and the psi rating +1. So it's basically an additional. So it's whatever your psi rating is plus whatever. Sadly, my psi rating is low. How's your psi rating so high? So the eyes of Joyce's? Is that this weapon or this? No. No. What is this? What are the eyes of Joyce's? Is that some talent? Origin talent, maybe? I don't see any. Too bad this turned out to be kind of garbage. Really, it shouldn't be garbage too. It should be actually quite powerful, but because it's broken for whatever reason. This Deadshot's nub revolver can go to cargo. As can this. As can that. Although this one isn't terrible. I don't think we need to control this.
Keep your wits about you.
Go ahead, also set our game. So we beat Tarazi, Reezy's. And basically, save our game. Okay. Servitor. Servitor appears unharmed and completely indifferent to the carnage unfolding around it. Well, we can't go up that way, and we can't go up that way, so I guess we have to go down this way. Eyes were mutilated, good at once, blah blah blah. How am I supposed to? I
always keep my options open.
Unlike version. What happens if you don't make this? I mean, I've
That
got
was a
100%
problem
of
for
money,
you.
so that's not a problem. But what happened if you did not make that? Okay, mans, you're stuck.
This
Alright,
could be an
never
opportunity.
mind. Before we go running in there, though, we're gonna go inspect my room.
See, right there.
Hello. Come back. Melted charges, very nice. How rude. This is my bedroom.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, and we found some more.
No mercy
that?
to those who oppose Fon Valencia.
Oh, it's Achilles' skeleton.
will bathe in your
Okay. So first off, you're moving up here. As you can see, actually, might as well go ahead and sit you there, and then everybody else might as well just be as close as they can get. Get covered, great. If not, just as close as they can get. With some you. Okay, so we'll start with the two in the back in it, or
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
and then we will go ahead and get this on you two,
If it serves your cause.
and rear guard,
This tedium is beneath me.
and go ahead and do this.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
This is actually
If it serves your cause.
there. I also didn't particularly pay attention to the fact that I can just plop these down at any time. Alright, then we'll start picking up these guys.
If I must.
A work for a flesh crafter.
If it serves your cause.
Go ahead and do that. Alright, then... Oh, running away. Hey, Noxy boy, how can I help you? How can I help my lovely Noxy boy? How can I help my lovely Noxy boy? Alright, they're all nicely spread out, aren't they? Okay, you want me to move again so you can settle back down? Sheesh, it's like the third time today. Every time something else catches your interest, you're just like, oh, whatever. I'm moving.
I'll see to it personally.
Alright, we will move here, kill this one, and then use our flame staff on these ones. So, yeah. Sounds good to me. Although this guy's probably gonna die before that, but either way. It's not like this, and the main thing is this doesn't count as an attack, so... let's see. This, that, and... Still took 3, so... And then... we can't... Well, we can't do this. Finish him off. We can hurt him. We can hurt him. I mean, none of these guys are going to particularly survive, so... So we'll just do the closest one to Skellender. Skellender has very little health. That might be a problem. Can we, like, give him this to make him tankier? What's this do?
I'll make it happen.
See if this helps. And hopefully they won't attack him. Oh, we can also do this.
I'll see to it personally.
So if he tries to run away, we'll do this too. Hit this one as well. Possibly kill this one.
It's as
Do
good
this.
as done. The best defense is a good
Just
offense.
weaken them all. Oh, oh, he's got some little health. And the other one died from the burns. Should have gone into cover. Here, go here. Kill this one.
Explore to cell 1 route. Forward.
Alright, good job. And then go ahead and shoot him if you can.
Significant
Alright.
value.
Oh, he nearly died from that. I'm glad I put that toughness on him. That 3 HP helped. Covered in Drukhari blood and his own Achilles Skeleton. I wonder if he could even die in there if he was immune to damage. Achilles Skeleton looked around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally managed to focus his gaze on you and let out a truly audible gasp. God Emperor, preserve me. Could it be? Is it truly you, your ladyship? He's struck by an excruciating coughing fit, his hands grasping for his respirator and his golden chain, but it's missing. Henrik's examined the room, the evidence of a struggle, and Achilles himself. You did well. You held your own. I'm glad we made it in time. And yet I still failed you. Are you all right, Achilles? You're too kind to me, your leadership. We have more important matters to consider than a few broken ribs. Please do not trouble yourself about what happened here. When the report came from orbit about the Xenos attack, I was in the administratum hall, resolving the matters of your succession. I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that I would reach the palace before they struck. But before I could get rid of all the pics and documents I'd gathered, the palace was besieged. I had to take a risk, burn it all. The Xenos surrounded me when I was setting fire to the last remaining orders, and they decided to have fun with me. Holy Emperor, deliver me from the memories. Achilles' body is covered in an unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. The Drukhari put great effort into filling his every moment with searing pain. However, none of his wounds was life-threatening. There is no need. I have enough strength to walk to the infirmary. Were you able to glean any from? Oddly enough, I was, your ladyship. The Drukhari had no idea that a mere Adeptus Ministratum secretary could understand their alien speech. While they were deliberating over how they were going to kill me, they mentioned that other monkey had been helping them all this time. Renegades or pirates or something of the sort. It will take time to identify those traitors of humanity, but I will give you my word that they will pay for what happened to Dargonus. They tortured you. Why? Why? Such is the nature of the enemies. They have a taste for our pain. What did you tell them? Nothing, but they didn't ask me anything. They didn't look for anything. They didn't so much as poke around the place. Strange. It is Drukhari's favorite pastime to torture people for amusement. I doubt they had any inkling you were an agent of the Inquisition. Or is it? It is that you do not remember anything. It was their intent that you did not. Cassia reaches out for Achilles' shoulder and gingerly removes something unseen from it. The hues are covered in a layer of soot and ash, Master Skeletor. I can see the loud bleeding colors underneath. May I put them at ease for you? It is a great honor to hear such words from a lady or silly host, and still I must refuse. My scars, both physical and spiritual, are my reminders of my mistakes and my key to redemption. Use your abilities. You feel a cold of dust. A moment it passes. Keely takes another breath, this one much deeper and steadier. The smaller cuts close almost completely, but the deeper wounds continue to bleed. You shouldn't have, Master Vonix. Your powers are wasted on me. That's enough talking, Achilles. I will contact Clementia and have her summon a Medicaid. Get out of the palace while you can. Achilles bows and withdraws the gatehouse in front of the palace. Alright, so we succeeded in getting him. Let's take a look at these Beast Masters. They didn't particularly have anything noteworthy. Oh, I have some goods here. Oh, nice, some advanced Medicades. Oh, hey, we have some goods out here, too. Ah, they decided to land out here, huh? A power mole. Alright. Well, if I was going for an Arbutus design, that would be actually interesting if you made a character that was a warrior into a vanguard with a power mole and whatever offhanded weapon you wanted, as well as a shotgun. You can definitely go for an Arbutus design in that path and method.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, so let's go ahead and open up here and find out what the hell they did to my bedroom. Besides blow it the hell up. Let's see
A
here.
trivial task.
What was that? What trivial task was that? Oh, this aristocrat. He was hiding in my room? Seriously, dude, you were hiding in my bedroom?
Always keep your
Were
eye
you
on the
even going around
prize.
this area? Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we can do about disabling these without hopefully blowing ourselves up. There you
My
go,
success
and then
was inevitable. I
one.
have learned much in
all
my
right,
exile.
so let's continue. Is there much going on in here? Because I'm not seeing any enemies. Ah, there we are. Oh, look. It's somebody whose name I forget. Okay, so speaking of, is this your only retinue? Because before we go there, let's grab these goods. Person is still breathing, but deep punctures in their chest leave no chance that they will survive. Okay, let's
I
skirt
always have a
around
backup
the
plan.
enemy over here. Another aristocrat. Who's there? I can't see. Yada yada yada. Have you ever been in that section? I don't think I have. And another aristocrat. Alright, so time to face the final boss here. Our Zai casually gestures with his hand, either welcoming you or inviting you to admire the brutalized hull. At last, I was beginning to think that your lumbered bucket had perished on the way back. Such resolution would have satisfied neither you nor me, would it? Drukhari freezes for a moment. Oh, I can feel your anger, your rage, your pain from witnessing the state of your hulls. I trusted that you would appreciate our efforts. Here, I could have long vanished in the tangles of the webway without waiting your arrival, Monkey. But I could now not refuse myself the pleasure of savoring your torment at the sight of what I've done to your home. You are still with her, cousin? How fares your search for your lost family, or is being as a monkey's beck and call occupying all your thoughts and times? You'll be silent, Dark One, or I will silence you myself. This whole thing that your kind is good for, Monkey, is your ability to suffer, and I have long been surfeited with physical pain. Your kin provided in abundance from their cages in Kamarag. Pain of the soul, on the other hand, is a rare delight. After all, I had to recompense you for the trouble you have caused me. However, did I not give you the gracious gifts as well? Pesky meddling Tazara, who harrowed your little world for so long, you have garnered her head, and I, a peaceful existence where she is not constantly in my way. To die at the hands of a monkey is the worst possible punishment for the champion of the gladiatorial arenas. Kamarag, her final moments were torturous. One Xenos down, one remains. Do not get greedy, Monkey. You should be satisfied with the handouts that I so kindly thrown to you. Oh, you scared and gonna run away. Now that our meeting has taken place, my business here is done. I have spent enough time in real space. It is time to bid you goodbye. He is running away.
I don't want to leave you all alone. You wouldn't appreciate that, would you?
Coward. Such egotistical people and yet cowards.
I leave this monkey to you. Enjoy yourselves!
2 bits, villains. Ah, more did show up. Oh, what's that behind us?
I will wipe your
That's something
disgusting
disgusting.
presence out of existence.
Chimeras, huh? Alright, so we got chimeras there, we got Sybarites there, Beastmasters, this. I think I'm gonna focus on these guys back here for myself. Especially since they're both within 2 range of each other. As long as they don't get to go first. Actually, one does get to go first, but good chance he'll attack me anyway. Even if he decides to come over here and attack these, he'll have to run past me. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. You can move here, because I'm going to have you come around and shoot these guys. Pascal, why don't you come over and support her with this witch? Oh, excuse me. Excusez-moi. Okay, this guy is Gunner. So we can go ahead and put you there. We can put you here. Heinrich's going to put you over here with this one. Fight this guy and then work your way around. Okay. I think we are set to go. Starting with you are going to help me in the back here.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Yada yada yada
If
yada
it serves
yada.
your cause.
Okay, then we'll give back line to him, who's kind of just standing out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we'll just give it to both of you.
If I must.
Okay, and then we'll give rear guard over to Argenta. But we kind of want it over here where she's going to step out into the area to shoot
If it serves
at
your
these
cause.
guys. And then might as well do this on
This
this.
tedium is beneath me.
Okay, then start poking holes at enemies. Yeah, we'll start with this one over here. Got low health anyway.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
And then we will focus
I
on
am
this
not
one.
your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay, then you are going to give me every ounce of damage you can, because I'm going to need it to fight these things. Although they're not a lot of health, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So never mind. We'll do Inspire on Sister
If
Argenta.
I may.
Okay, and then if you would kindly finish this guy
Isn't
off.
this a job for the serfs?
Nope, apparently not, but he is burning and bleeding, so... and then... I could give myself an early start on damaging these guys.
Me? If you insist, Lord
Go ahead
Captain.
and do that. So we'll start with jumping right here. No, jumping. There you go.
I'll see to it perfectly.
There we go. So that applies buffs and debuffs to both of them. And then we'll just go ahead and do
I'll
a
make it
blade
happen.
dance.
Your end was
Okay,
inevitable.
he's dead. And
Never stood a chance.
okay, like I said, give myself an early start on the destruction. Okay, then let's go ahead and move to Argenta and have you move up here and basically do that. Yes. If you move back here, I know you're within range of this guy, but does that give you better chances on these two? Or no, actually, right here is the better choice, because that actually does allow you to hit both of them. So yes, we'll do that. Give me
That is
the
for the
confident
weak.
approach. And
I'm not
ow.
injured.
Well,
I'm
didn't do anything.
enraged. I'll
Go
do
ahead
it.
and do this. Doesn't give her poison, but that's fine. And then that, and then you guys would kindly do me the service of dying.
Faith without deeds is refused, my emperor.
Didn't die, but it did knock them down, which means they won't have a turn. And then it will give me more chance to move her further up.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Move here. And then I can hit him again with fire. Actually, I can even do this. This would actually be better. Because then if this guy tries to come over here, I actually like that a whole lot better.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. This is why I was chosen.
That's very good. Very, very good.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Yep. Just keep on walking through the fire. Ow. That hurt a lot. Okay, I'm not sure why you moved there, considering you're a ranged fighter. Venomous strike, you missed. Alright, my turn. So, here's a question. I do have this, and there's a good chance that I would be able to just jump from here to here to here. And just kill all these guys off after we apply warp to ourselves. And Iron Arm.
On it.
So yes, let's do that.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Very nice.
Another enemy
Oh,
down.
I didn't jump. Oh, but I did do that, interestingly enough. Alright, so then we're gonna go ahead and jump to here.
You should have thought twice before crossing.
Good job. Go ahead and do it again.
The best defense is a
And
good offense.
I think we're gonna go ahead. We'll leave this one to burn and bleed to death because he's definitely gonna burn and bleed to death. And I'm outside range of Heinrichs, so we will go ahead and do a blade dance here and just finish this guy off. Do we even need a blade dance? He's already. I mean, if we just do
I'll see
this
to it personally.
and then just do this.
Who?
I could jump over to this guy. I'm gonna do this. Just to give Word of the Emperor on all these, and then we can use Word of the Emperor from Heinrichs over here on these two to heal them. That way everybody's got Word of the Emperor on them. Actually, and just to make sure that Heinrichs can move,
On it.
we'll finish this guy off. Okay, Pasquale, you're going to move here and do this. You're going to do this, and then you're going to smack this guy in the face.
Running binary vulnerability analysis.
Very good.
Successful.
And you're going to do this. And Death Whisper
Combat is an
won't
equation.
kill him, but he will
Your
die
life is
on
a
his next turn
negligible
from
variable.
the burning and the hemorrhaging, so. Okay, you're burning, and you still didn't get up. Interesting. You're gonna turn around and shoot her, aren't you? Nope, you're gonna throw a stun grenade. Which I thought.
Perish
Ow,
for this
ow, ow.
affront.
Alright, so Heinrichs, you are going to be moving somewhere. We'll have you move here and see if you can do Word of the Emperor on these two. You can. So then we'll do
The
that.
Emperor is on our side.
we're gonna go ahead and have you do life
Naturally.
because she really needs it. Then we're going to have you force this guy, attack
Let's
this
see to
guy.
it.
Very good job. Go ahead and
For
have
the
you do this. I
throne's
should have done
glory.
that before I moved. And then we'll go ahead and do this
But
on you.
of course, Lord Captain.
Very nice. And then go
Naturally.
ahead and do this. He's gonna run away on his next turn. Die anyway.
I
And we'll
won't
go ahead and
object
do
to
this as well. Give everybody Shield of the Emperor. Assuming that did indeed. Yep, okay. Alright, this guy's running away to shoot at us. Yep, don't care. Alright,
You will pay an even greater price.
okay, the person that you were targeting died. So, let's first off move this to these two guys.
If it serves your cause.
And then go ahead and apply kill zone strategy to that. Then we're going to go ahead and move. We can't move anything else, can we? We'll go ahead and move strong point here. Then, oh, perfect spot. And then only a 40% chance, huh? I'll have her do precise attack to see how much that helps. 63% chance. We'll start focusing on this guy. Or we'll just kill that guy. Alright, got it. Okay. You can move up, and we will give voice of command to Sister Argenta.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
And we're also going to give her strong point to...
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There we go. Give her a lot of health. As for this, we're going to give it to myself so that
I'm
I
not
can move up
accustomed to being ordered around.
get into range with these guys.
Don't
moving
let
to
your
cover
guard
over
down.
here, although not that it really matters. It's not covering me from this angle. Alright, and then as for who we are shooting, we can shoot this guy. We can't shoot this guy. I'm obliged to shoot this one.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, did shoot him, although I don't think he's gonna die unless he tries to attack or run away.
Cleanses the body.
Okay, so now it's my turn again. We can move here and swap your gun to this and basically do these guys at point blank range. If we, is there a better position? This position right here. We move here and then shoot this way. There we go. That's the perfect position. All right, so go ahead and move over there to set up devastating attack.
Be the fire in my heart.
And give me rapid fire.
I'll do it.
And then just unleash hell.
You, my emperor.
Didn't kill them, but I didn't expect it to, really. Which is fine. This guy's moving. He's probably going to shoot at Argenta, although
I will endure.
still kind of call some bullshit on that. This one and this one. So first off, we'll move up here. Then we will we'll move a little closer, and then we'll jump.
I'm ready
Just
for
go by
whatever
all
comes.
those lovely, lovely dots.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and gonna do a blade dance to hopefully kill this guy off, and then we're gonna try and jump over here, finish this guy off with a. So yes, that's what we'll do.
It's as good as done. The best defense is a good offense. Your end was in.
Excellent job. Okay, and then we'll
I'll
jump
see
over
to it.
here,
Consider this a taste
apply a
of what's
bunch
to
of
come.
dots, bleeding, burning, toxin, all the good stuff in life.
Who if not me?
and we will
I'll see
hit
to it first. Another enemy
and
down.
just outright annihilate him. You just gotta love it. How many of these do I have? 6? I could easily jump over to this guy and finish him off, so we're gonna do that.
On it.
Leap. And one more should get us over to you.
I'll see to
Leap.
it personally. Your end was inevitable.
Pascal, why don't you just come on here and show this guy
He's the treasure
the error
of
of
his faithful.
fighting humans.
Disgrace.
Okay. Your ladyship, thanks to your breakthrough, we were able to clear out the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's augers from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets of the hive. Squads have been sent deeper into the city. Several units have been assigned. My apologies. Of course, you will learn all this from the reports. Your appearance on Dargonis is a boon from the God Emperor who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all Dargonis and House Worsurian, I thank you for delivering us from our foes. I'm not hearing enough on surveillance. God, why do you have to be an asshole? Let's see. I was doing my duty, nothing more. Stop wasting time talking and attend to your duties. There is still much work to be done. After such a debacle of your defenses, going time, blah 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 blah. I was doing my duty, nothing more. And by your will, you have preserved countless lives. Your ladyship, Dargonis, owes you a debt that can never be repaid. We will continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble, the corpses, and any other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic attacks, if any are launched. According to the latest report, the Xenos are pulling out en masse. If other matters that require your attention, I won't detain you any longer. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonis is returned to its former glory. Mistress Toloman has sent a message requesting your audience. Who's Toloman? She has a critical report to deliver and will be waiting for you on the ship's bridge. Okay. Well, first off, let's loot. This is all just going to be Xeno-heretic stuff. Sadly... What's this? Ceremony of Throne, the head of Valencia stand. Okay. Thought it might be something.
Rise to
no.
the top.
Alright,
or get left
aristocrats
in the
here.
dust.
Father, stop too fast. I have no idea what that means. Don't want to know what that means. Okay, that's just junk. Didn't you guys have anything? Would have thought there would have been something interesting amongst all this, but no, not particularly. And just Beastmaster. Okay, that's...
I always keep my options
And
open.
the Chimeras didn't leave anything behind either. This Warden had something on it, apparently. That I missed. Alright, so trophies were packed, yada yada yada. Anything else? Nope. Okay, can we even go out this way, or is it just basically go back out the way we came? And this aristocrat's still breathing, but no chance to survive. Alright, so... I mean, a lot of Xenos artifacts, which is
Keep
a
your wits
bad
about
thing
you.
that I can trade to the Casa Bellica. Alright, let's leave. I guess we can go ahead and jump over this side.
Easily done.
Okay, and then to the outside. Does it take us back to our ship, or do we have to run the whole way back to the ship, too? Okay, and then that's just leading us back inside. So obviously, oh, there was some goods out here we missed. All right, so
Is there
we'll just
money to be made?
continue. Continue. Let's go on back to our ship. Is that my Voxmaster? It might be my Voxmaster. Okay, back on our ship. Speaking with Solomon. Hey, I secured Dargonis. Welcome back, Lord Captain. Nope, that's the Voxmaster Vigidus, not Ptolemy. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from the orbit. Detailed casualties and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It was with deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention, so we made it before it could be devastated, and the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted war. Gargona suffered losses, but the Hive had sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industry as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite the insidious blow dealt by the Xenos. I have been given the Scalander's report that he failed to deliver in time. They indicated the Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed for the Cinerus Maleficium. Considering the scale of the Gargonis raid, it is safe to assume the Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Achilles is presently recuperating from severe wounds, and without his aid, we are temporarily blind to the scheming of the enemies of humanity. However, our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will now allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report, the Voxmaster says, looking at you deferentially. Your wise Lexamechanics has analyzed the state of the Protectorate. They believe, thanks to your decisive action, the acute phase of the crisis has passed. The domain of the Von Valencia dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin. What's more, bringing Footfall to heel. You saved Footfall Station from starvation by granting your patronage. Has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. In honor of such a triumphant, resounding triumph, Dargonis, as the capital city of your dynasty's domain, is currently making preparations for the Magna Accessio, a grand ceremony of your public induction as their heir of the Honorable Theodora von Valencius. Governor Drivstim has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion. Hmm. I've just returned. Do not underestimate Governor Drivstim's desire to find favor with your ladyship. At this very moment, thousands of your subjects are clearing away rubble, washing away bloodstains, sweeping the streets, and transporting corpses to the lower sectors. Lovely. Um, Wardens have tasked with clearing the ceremony's venue of the injured and those who were burned out of their houses. They will be forcibly moved to the industrial level. Rest assured, by the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be, if not healed, then will be hidden under the elaborate set dressing. Why would I need some ceremony? It is an ancient tradition of the Von Valencia's dynasty. When the heir accedes to rogue trader status, they take a sacred oath of fealty to the emperor and announce themselves as his steward on the dynasty's vassal worlds. It is an act of faith that is meant to remind the rogue trader of their mission. In the eyes of our subjects, you are already the rogue trader. It is now time to become one in the eyes of the emperor. Grill built into Vigis lets out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. Not much is certain, but that's not all there is to it. There will also be a reception, as well as other noble guests. The distinguished rogue trader Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Chorda will be in attendance. It will be a great honor for Dargonis to host 3 illustrious dynasties at once. That sounds like a bad idea. Your servants wish to know your opinion on 2 matters related to the ceremony arrangements. The first is which festive activities are to take place in the capital on this glorious day. Did the rogue trader from the other dynasties flock to the Theodorus Magna Assisio as well? Archival records indicate that they did. Lady Theodora Magna Accessia was attended by the esteemed Caligos Winterscale and Aspius Corda, and Cydia's predecessor. It is an informal tradition. By witnessing the ceremony, the heads of the other dynasties confirm that they recognize the new rogue trader as their equal, but that they are willing to respect the new rogue trader's privileges and not encroach upon their holdings, no more than usual at least. Let's see, heretical, dogmatic. Um, well, we'll go with the iconoclast. That's what we're been focusing on. We'll appreciate the generosity, Lord Captain. We are never short of people in need. Second matter on your servant's mind is which two of the closest companions will be given the honor of standing by your side during the ceremony. Heinrichs will stand with me. I definitely don't want to bring along a Xenos. I'm sure that after they were literally just attacked with the Xenos. We'll go with Heinrichs. Presence of a member of the Inquisition. Yeah, that will definitely be a good one there. And then Pasquale, maybe? Show my idea of being alongside the Adeptus Mechanicus. Our sister Argenta, let's go with the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll take note of this. So both of those sound like good ideas. I will see to it that your instructions are delivered to Dargonus. The master of ceremony at the palace will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name. Okay, and then here's Pascal. Hey Pascal, what's happening? This is, oh, that's Opticon 22, isn't it? Or maybe it's Abel. Let's see. Pascal's voice poured out of his vox, crackling like thin ice under pressure. It is unclear whether it is nothing more than a static or his expression of some emotion understandable only to the tech priest himself. Ravana, following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing suboptimalities within the recent operations of the ship systems and subsequently proposing the appropriate course of action. Let's see here. I'm listening. Initiating exposition. With the Omnissiah's blessing, I conducted several sessions of tech meditation in an effort to transpose the available data streams into a matrix of patterns. Data subjected to this analysis comprise evidence of the deviations in the operations of the ship systems and the servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithm of the ship's logs. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed, followed by a complementa ritual. This ritual will force the spirits responsible for those recent events to reveal themselves. Once it does, we will be able to understand its nature and take actions applicable to said nature. What kind of action? Applicable to the entity that appears before us, it is a machine spirit of great might. We must appease it and humbly ask about the reason behind the portents that it has shown us. It is if it is the abomination of tech heresy, the complementary ritual will help us purge the ship of this unhallowed presence. Is my presence necessary? Response affirmative. For the complementary ritual to take place, activation via the blood of the dynasty is required. All of the ship's high protocols are activated with the key of blood. Very well, let's go ahead and do this. In my gratitude, I will notify my tech comrades and begin their preparations for this complementary ritual at once. Despite the resounding hum of the tech priest's word of prayer, the bridge feels unusually quiet. All sound sinks into the vicious silence like pebbles sinking into the water. Ravana, my tech comrades have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complementary ritual of cleansing. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of the blood of Von Valentius. If you're ready, place a hand into the cyber gargoyle's receiving mode. Do you have at least a vague idea of the problem, or okay, so, or what we might encounter? The bounds of possibility. Let's see. When he starts speaking again, you can tell how carefully and hastily he's choosing his words to cite most uncharacteristic. Bound of possibility are vast. We cannot be certain what we are dealing with until the calculations are complete. However, there exists a risk that it will that all we have observed here on this ship are manifestations of abominable intelligence. What is abominable intelligence? Transgression, a sentient mechanism created by human hands, but no longer needing its masters. A rebellion machine spirit that has forgotten the will of the Amnesty who sent it to serve and aid humanity, not to exist for its own sake. Only once before did our ancestors underestimate the menace that is the abominable intelligence and its terrible power. Great war followed, one that humanity nearly lost. After that calamity, the creation of sentient machines was categorically forbidden, and any such abominations, without exception, must face destruction. Familiar cold burns into your palm. This time, however, the servitor's jaws, instead of brutally clamping down, merely squeeze it slightly. You feel a thin riblet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs have pierced your skin. Screeches and growls slowly rise from the bowels of the massive pouch terror as its great beast is stirring awake. The dread screen in front of you flickers restlessly. Key accepted. Activating purgation protocols. Suddenly, the viscous silence of the bridge rushes toward you and wraps you in a tight cocoon. The glow of the vid screens dim, but the symbols on them flare to life. Nom OS analyzing. Hypothesis intrusion. Nom OS analyzing. Hypothesis lockout. Nom OS analyzing. Conclusion prevention. Nom OS sad. Pascal, what is going on? The complimentary is proceeding as intended. Pascal's voice cuts off abruptly. He brings a hand to his Vox communicator in front. Nom OS execution stop. Nom OS quiet. Nom OS hello. Hello T2. Nom OS Nomus are glad to be speaking. Nomus are here. Nomus have long been here. Why are we here? Did you silence Pascal? Nomus wants no disturbance, only quiet. Can you render other people silent too? Sometimes some people, Namos, can do many things. We do not always know what or how. We did not know we could make silence until now. This is fantastic. Let Pascal, let's have Pascal be quiet for the moment. Make it stop now. Extraordinary. Tech Priest pauses, only realizing he can speak. Extraordinary transmission jamming, unknown protocol. What has been revealed to me is it the Omniscience Door. If I would like to. What are you? Nomos, we are Nomos. I see no such name in the archive. It is not among the names of revered machine spirits, but neither it is known as a virus entity. Spirit is referring to our toils, to the complementary ritual and the rites that preceded it. The spirit is troubled by them. Are you a machine spirit? Namos does not know. Namos do not know themselves. Spirit may not possess self-awareness yet, but it has capabilities we should. I would like to start with a 100-cycle vigil at the Taj chair and the rite of communion, look back and forth between the glade, embroiled in some internal conflict. Namos welcome learning. Spirit is referring to our toils, to the complementary ritual preceding. The spirit is troubled by them. But what is Nomos? No data available, no answer. We do not. We want to know too. Spirit may not possess self-awareness yet. We already did that. Nomos welcome learning. Okay, what do you want from us, Nomos? Are you friend or foe? Nomos von Valencius. We are your blood. Nomois are a sentinel. We awoke when strange light invaded the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomus, we'll call him Nomus. Nomus, our movement. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, the measureless. We helped when our alien heart was refusing to awaken. You called us a hallowed spirit and asked us to guard you against your doom. The warp engine activation against all probability during our escape from the Raghead system. The Category 3 miracle manifested by the ship's machine spirit. The part about protecting, was it during the cultist attack? We did everything to please you. Why? Why do you fear us now? Silence on the bridge grows especially deep, almost painful. I do not fear you, I'm trying to understand you. Nomus are glad, Nomus enjoy understanding too. Nirvana entities such as this one ought to be addressed using language of sacred rituals and offerings. Your unskillful meddling bodes ill. A decision is required of you. Either the complementary ritual is finished or is replaced by the rite of tech communion. In the first scenario, the entity will be banished and the sacred data halls where the entity dwelt will be reset. In the second scenario, we will appease the entity and learn more about it. No, Namoas do not want to be banished. Namoas want to help. Namoas want to understand. Let's start with clearing things up. Were you the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions, and what about the strange entry in the ship's log? Yes, Namoas did it. Are you angry? We only wanted to understand, to see how things worked. What else can you do? Namoas learn, Namoas try new things. Did you want to see? Slowly turns his head, dragging her hand along with it, the flesh red. Scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monotonously chanting juniors. You blink, an electric discharge erupts from inside the skull, slumps to the floor. Does it please you? Do you want us to do it again? You're provoking the machine spirit. Stop. Okay. We stopped their functions. Do not turn machines off sometimes. We do not know how to turn the human back on, not yet, but after enough experiments we will. We are always learning new things. We'll go with tech communion. More like a baby that's just waking up and doesn't understand its own capabilities. Understanding the essence of the entity Nomus is beyond my reach for at present. The hypothesis spectrum ranges from extreme abominable sense to extreme of the Great Spirit and the Omniscience Apostle. Is the Omniscience Apostle. The rite of tech communion appears to be a reasonable solution. Rite will take many cycles, but it will allow me to come closer to identifying the entity and making contact with it. Okay, do this. Nomus wants to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log, things that might help us, help you. The decision is made. I will begin my preparation for the communion rite at once. Many cycles of interaction with the entity Nomus await me, but I welcome this task and accept it from the Omniscient. Nomus are glad. Ivana will speak with us too. We want you to speak with us too. Lord Captain's body lacks the sacred implants necessary for tech communing with machine spirit's code, but if such is your wish, Ravana can converse with you using lowly sound speech as she is doing right now. I will speak with you, Nomus. Nomus are glad we have been lonely. our work here is done, Ravana, I will let my Takramos know that we are stopping the complimentary ritual. Thank you for appearing before us. Entity Nonos. So, we might have an AI on our ship, or we might have a great spirit on our ship. But we're going to go ahead and end it there for today. It seems like a good stopping point. I'm assuming that this puts us into Chapter 3. Does it? That's companion quests. No, hasn't. Okay. The incident. Okay, so that's the machine spirit. Okay, I'm assuming we have to do this next. And this as well. Okay, but yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll go ahead and end it here for today. Let's go ahead and save our game. So, I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a good day, good evening, good night, and thank you all for coming.